Hello, it's Kevin here. Time for a video. So another essay review, correction and scoring. Now, as you may have known if you've been watching videos on the channel, what we've been doing in recent weeks, for the last, 6 months or so, we've been writing topics or finding them from the books, inviting people to write their introductions, and I've been making a commentary on your introductions because, as we think, all good essays start with a good introduction. Okay, so you have to get your introduction good or perfect at first. So we've been posting some topics from the Cambridge books. We've been inviting you to write your introductions, for which I've been making commentaries. In the last few weeks, we've been choosing a winner at random. Well, like a winner. We've been making a random draw, and inviting a subscriber to write a complete essay for review, correction and scoring. Okay, so that's only been for the last 2 or 3 episodes though. However, because we've got up to 51 now, that's quite a lot of essays. So we decided to go back to some of the earlier topics for which we do not have complete essays and videos, and inviting you to submit an essay for one of those previous kind of topics. Okay, so I posted one today, I think I posted one yesterday, and we'll be doing some more in in upcoming weeks, I should say. So this is what we have for today. So over the past few decades, the media has promoted the image of young, thin women as being ideal. What problems has this caused, and what solutions can you suggest to this issue? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go behind the camera now, and we'll go through this essay, and if I need to make any corrections, I shall do, and then I'll be referring to the criteria for the purposes of scoring. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and let's get on with it. I'll see you in a bit. So let's get on with this. So it has been argued that the imagination of perfect females has been encouraged as youthful lightweight by the press in not many decenniums ago. Well, that's not even a word, is it? It has been argued that the imagination of perfect females has been encouraged as youthful lightweight by the press in not many decenniums ago. That is meaningless. It's nonsense. I see you've tried to paraphrase it, but that just is nonsense. This conception may well result in grabbing, more attention to the appropriateness of the body shape of women to be perfect, and other issues. No idea. Well, a possible solution might be for government intervention to advocate for educated women as ideal ones, as the ideal. So I kind of understand what this means, but these first 2 sentences are meaningless. I have no idea what. I mean, I've got a very, very vague idea, but how that's been phrased and paraphrased, it's meaningless. It cannot be disputed. Yes, it can. No, don't use absolutes. You can't prove it's a fact. It cannot be disputed. Well, that's arguable. That most females want to be elegant in society. Want to be elegant? What do you mean, both in society and their families? Therefore, when the media is advertising or advertises a slim young woman as an attractive model, it is to be expected that most girls will consider their bodies as an essential factor that contributes to perfectness. We mean to perfection. And what does that mean? So, what that means is advertising soon and attracting models. It is to be expected that most girls will consider their bodies as an essential factor that contributes to perfection. Okay. As a result, in this situation, most of them do not pay sufficient attention to other roles that they have in society. So, this paragraph is supposed to be talking about what problems this has caused. Take mother role. Take the role of mother. Don't know. For instance, being a perfect mother, which can nurture talent in their children, will more benefit for their communities. What will make more benefit, will create more benefit, will benefit their communities more. Okay, so if they are not aware of the important roles that they play, what roles are these? Who does they refer to? Then societies will not develop. So you saying the problem that this media image is that it turns women or girls away from an important role, which is that of being a mother. Well, that's not very clear in saying that at all. That's very, very unclear, in fact. Nevertheless, this sort of idealist, you mean ideal woman or women, presented by the media could be eased. Well, how do you ease a thought? By altering items. Altering items, you mean factors that represent a perfect female. So this is the solution part now, yeah? Okay. So if governments were to emphasize, or to place more emphasis on the importance of factors such as wisdom, talent, literacy, tertiary education, etc., in order to be perfect women, then many of them, and who does them refer to, would not need to just consider a young thin woman as an ideal. Okay, very, very vague. I'm not really sure what that means. To take one of these factors into account. Which factor? A survey conducted by Harvard University revealed that over the last decade, 30% more females in Chinese cities, why China, considered the importance of their education in their lives. What? Consider education to be more important? I'm not sure what that is supposed to mean. Resulting in a 60% economic increase on average. What does that mean? What's this supposed to be an example of? It's meaningless. I have no idea what this is. Let's have a look. So, a survey conducted by Harvard University. Okay, last decade, 30% more. More than what? More than what? In the previous decade? What's that mean? Over the last decade, 30% more females in Chinese cities, and I'm not sure why a survey conducted by Harvard University would be looking at women in cities in China. That seems kind of strange, because Harvard's an American university. Consider the importance of their education in their lives. So is it their particular education, or is it education in general? Or 30% more females now than in the past consider education to be more important, resulting in a 60% economic increase on average. What does this have to do with women realizing that education is important? So what is this supposed to be an example of? It's meaningless. In conclusion, although women's attention to their body is beneficial in general, okay, I understand that. If they consider this the only benefit, this will inevitably cause losing almost half a percent of the population in developing a country. What does that mean? I have no idea. One way around this problem could be assured, what you mean, or assuring, make it a continuous verb, women that other items are involved in being a perfect woman. So I understand that sentence. I'm not really sure what this sentence is supposed to mean. If they consider the only benefit, paying attention to their bodies, what does that mean? I mean, does that mean to their health, to their size, to their weight, 0.5% population? What does that mean? Okay, well, not very clear at all. So, time for scoring. First, word count. 342. Well, that's too long in any case. 300 words or under, 12 to 14 sentences will be fine. So, let's have a look. Does it fully address all parts of the task? No. Fully developed position, a clear position? No. All parts of a task, well developed? No. Clear, well developed? No. I have no idea what this essay is talking about. Clear position? No. No. Right. Partially. The developed, so is there a position? Right. Tangential. Difficult to identify, irrelevant, not well supported. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Task response 4 seems to be more appropriate. Unclear. Main idea is difficult to identify, repetitive, irrelevant, like those examples. I think we can't really give it more than 4 for task response. So, cohesion and coherence, you're paragraphing. Message can be followed effortlessly. Nope. Logical sequence, no. Clear central topic, no. Logical sequence, no. Coherently, no, because half the time I'm not sure what you are talking about. I don't want to go down to... I think I'm going to have to give it 4. They're not arranged in a coherent way, no clear a progression, unclear relationships between ideas. I think that's pretty fair to say. No clear main topic. I think that's pretty fair. 4-4. There's some sentences that I have no idea what you're trying to say. So, Lexis, vocab. Do we have a wide range of vocabulary? Well, I tell you what I'm going to come down to first of all, because there's some inappropriate language here. We have actually quite a lot of inaccuracy, lack of precision. There's some of the paraphrasing, frequent lapses, appropriacy of a word choice. So that isn't even a word. Youthful, lightweight, that's inappropriate. That doesn't work. Grabbing more to advocate for, nurture talent, create benefit. There's quite a lot of this that, I can see you've tried to paraphrase, or the author has tried to paraphrase, but a lot of this is just incomprehensible. So, I have to give it 5. Frequent lapses in the appropriacy of word choice. I think that's quite fair. Lack of precision. Inaccurate. So you kind of 5 and 6. I'll have to give it 5. So we've got 4, 4, 5. Now the grammar. How many sentences does the author make without a mistake? Error free. So let's take a look. So count the sentences. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sentences. Okay. So we need at least half or just over a majority to be without a mistake, right? For a 7, frequency, sentences, we need a... So if you've got 13 sentences frequent, it must be more than half. So let's have a look. The imagination of perfect females has been encouraged to do for lightweight by press not many times ago. Well, grabbing more attention, so verb form. Prepositions, missing verb, missing article, missing verb, be, missing, well, it's grammar, strictly speaking. Sorry, it's vocab, strictly speaking. So verb form, article, verb form. What else have we got? So grammar's not too... It's not every sentence, but relative pronoun, relative pronoun. So for the grammar, what can we say? Well, there's some errors. Less accurate, complex sentences. 6 or 5. I'll give it 6 for that. So I'll give it 4. But what did I say? Did I say 5? 4, 4, 5 and 6. So 4, 4, 5 and 6. So it's 4, 4, 8, 5, 13, 6 is 19. So 19, what's that? I think it's going to be about 4.5 or something. I hope I've done my maths right. Divided by 4. I think it was 19. Come on, internet. 475. Yeah. They always go down. So I would probably give this, the examiner would give this 4.5. 5 at the absolute most. 5 at the absolute most, but I would give it 4.5. Mainly because there's quite a large amount of this that's virtually incomprehensible. You've not really addressed the topic, too long sentences, vocab, incomprehensible, I can't understand it, no clear examples. So, sorry, 4.5, that's all that I could, maybe 5 if in a really generous mood, but 4.5, possibly 5 at the most. That's all that I could give this.